If you've been thinking about getting the American Express Gold card, or if you're just wanting to maximize the value you're getting out of the card, this video is for you. With a $325 annual fee, it's important to get your money's worth. Personally, I've held the Gold card as my main workhorse card for about 6 years. In this video, I'll walk you through the spending multipliers. We'll break down each of the credits and we'll cover the lesser talked about perks. I'll also share my tips and common mistakes to avoid. Stay till the end because I'll give you my thoughts on who this card is best for and why some people might want to skip it. I'm Rachel. I share credit card news and strategies, and I teach you how to use your points to book business and first-class flights. So subscribe if that sounds interesting. And a big thank you in advance for hitting the like button. It helps the channel grow and it helps the content reach more people like you that can get value from it. Let's jump into the video. Where the Amex Gold really shines is in its elevated spending multipliers, particularly when it comes to dining and groceries. You'll earn 4 times points per dollar at restaurants worldwide, up to $50,000 of spend per year. It's worth noting, although Amex Gold gets you 4x at restaurants globally, there are many places outside of the US that don't accept Amex. For this reason, when I travel, I always make sure I have one of my Chase cards with me. You also earn 4 times points per dollar at US supermarkets, up to $25,000 per year. I actually have a friend that holds multiple gold cards because he spends over $25K per year on groceries. So he'll divide his spend between different cards to make sure he maintains that 4x. Since these are two of my biggest spending categories, it makes a lot of sense for me to hold the card. And with those multipliers, it's the card that earns me the most points in my day-to-day spending. Lesser discussed multipliers on the card are 3 times points per dollar on flights booked directly with airlines or on amextravel.com, and 2 times points on prepaid hotels booked through the Amex Travel portal. On all other purchases, you'll receive 1 point per dollar. Switching gears to benefits, there aren't as many credits on the Amex Gold as there are on the Amex Platinum, but there's still enough to make up for the cost of the $325 annual fee if you're diligent about using them. You get $10 dining credit monthly, which sounds great, but it's actually meant to be used at very specific locations. These include Grubhub, The Cheesecake Factory, Goldbelly, Wine.com, and Five Guys. Pro tip here, I usually use mine at Grubhub and I order for pickup to avoid the extra fees. I do notice that sometimes the prices on Grubhub are inflated compared to what you see from the restaurant directly, so make sure you're not losing money here. There's $10 of Uber Cash monthly, and just like the Platinum card, this works for Uber Rides or Uber Eats. Just add your Gold card to the Uber app and you'll start automatically receiving the Uber Cash on the first day of each month. The final monthly credit is a divisive one. You get $7 of Dunkin credit. This is an automatic statement credit when you spend at Dunkin, and my pro tip is that if you aren't a regular Dunkin drinker, you can load $7 onto a Dunkin card via the Dunkin app once per month, and that'll save it up for a larger treat later. Lastly, the newest credit that was added to the card is perhaps the best one. You get $50 biannually to spend at Resy restaurants. You can visit any restaurant listed on the Resy website and you don't actually need to make a reservation. You'll receive an automatic statement credit when you dine, and this also works for takeout, but not through a third party like Uber Eats or DoorDash. So looking at the total face value of these credits, we have $120 of dining credit, $120 of Uber Cash, $84 of Dunkin credit, $100 of Resy credit, and that brings us to a grand total of $424 in annual value. If you use these credits naturally, you're actually getting paid $99 a year to hold the card. But for most people, I wouldn't expect you to get the full value out of every credit. I definitely use my Resy and Uber credits. These are a no-brainer for me. But I normally go out of my way to spend about 9 months worth of the dining credit via Grubhub pickup orders. And I load a bit of Dunkin credit onto the app, or when I'm walking by a store, I'll go in and buy people their coffees. So all in all, I about break even on the card's annual fee. A big mistake to avoid, these credits are use it or lose it, and they don't stack over time. So if you don't use your Uber Cash this month, for example, it will disappear when the next month's credit refreshes. Let's dive into the other benefits of the card outside of those that have a dollar value and need to be spent per se. Insurance is one that's often overlooked. If your trip or relevant items are paid using your Amex card, you could be covered for the following: baggage insurance for up to $1,250 for carry-on baggage and up to $500 for your checked baggage. Car rental loss and damage insurance. This is secondary coverage and it doesn't cover vehicles rented in Australia, New Zealand, or Italy. Purchase protection up to 90 days from purchase date, up to $10,000 per item. I used this once when I had an $800 dress that was damaged the first time I wore it. Extended warranty up to 1 year beyond the manufacturer's warranty, up to $10,000. And there's a lot of fine print here, so I just recommend looking into the finer details when relevant to make sure you understand the terms of coverage. Other travel benefits including no foreign transaction fees, access to the Global Assist hotline when you're further than 100 miles from home and need 24/7 emergency assistance and coordination services, including medical, legal, financial referrals, and that sort of thing. And access to the hotel collection benefits, which get you perks like early check-in, late checkout, and $100 property credit when booking specific hotels through the Amex travel portal. Lastly, the events with Amex benefit may help you secure early access or various perks at different Amex-sponsored events. So who should get the card? In terms of who should get the card, if groceries and dining are two of your biggest spending categories like me, then this card is a no-brainer. For example, if you were putting $20,000 of groceries and dining on a platinum card per year, you'd get 20,000 points. But on the gold, you'll get 80,000 points for that same spend, which is enough for a one-way business class flight from the US to Europe, with maybe enough leftover points for an economy flight home. This card is not for someone that carries a balance. The interest is very high, so make sure you pay it off in full every month. If you decided this card is a fit for you and you'd like to sign up, at time of filming, the welcome offer on the card is as high as 100,000 bonus points when you sign up and spend $6,000 in the first 6 months. If my content has been helpful and you'd like to support the channel, I've included my referral link below. This really helps me out. Obviously, no pressure, but thank you so much if you do decide to activate via the link. I love this card. It's probably the card that I use the most often and probably the biggest points earner for me for day-to-day spending. Since it doesn't have lounge access, I do like to pair it with my Amex Platinum. Lastly, outside of dining and groceries, it earns just 1 point per dollar. So when you level up your credit card strategy from here, it's worth considering a catch-all card that earns 1.5 times to 2 times points on every dollar. But more on that in a future video. Thanks for being here and supporting the channel, and I will see you in the next video.